Hi everyone, thanks for joining our Lakehead-Georgian session this afternoon. In a moment, we're going to bring in Courtney Duthie, our Recruitment and Marketing Officer for Lakehead-Georgian. Before we do that, I'd like to remind everyone that as part of our open house event, you can apply today for free. To get the cost of your Lakehead-Georgian application waived, please email info@LakeheadGeorgian.ca today during the open house event, and you will be provided with a free voucher to waive the application fee. Also, I'd like to remind folks to feel free to put your questions into the chat box at any time during the presentation, and we will answer as many as we can at the end of the session during our Q&A. So without further ado, I would like to turn it over to you, Courtney.
All right, thanks, Emma. I'm just going to share my screen here. 1 second. Okay, so just confirm you can see my screen and all good?
Looks great.
All right, awesome, thanks. So I just want to put my video on right now to say hi so you can put a face to my voice, but I will turn it off just to save some bandwidth as we go through the presentation, and then I'll come back on for the Q&A. So welcome everyone to the Lakehead-Georgian session. My name is Courtney Duthie and I'm the recruiter for Lakehead-Georgian programs. With me today, I have our program coordinators, Samantha from Environmental Sustainability, Ross from Computer Science, and Sean from Applied Life Sciences. Nope, go back. Unfortunately, our engineering faculty were unable to make it, but I will try my best to answer any questions you have about that program. We will be available at the end for any questions. So I'm excited today to tell you why Lakehead-Georgian is the best of both worlds. In a competitive job market, it's important to graduate from a program that is career focused and provides hands-on training. By combining the advantages of both your Georgian College Diploma and the Lakehead University degree, you'll get just that. You will earn a university bachelor's degree and a college diploma in just 4 years. Not only will you graduate with 2 credentials, but you'll also graduate job ready with applied skills and the theory learning in your field. So you're getting the best of both worlds. So just some facts for some of you who are still new to Lakehead-Georgian and who we are. So Georgian College is Ontario's #1 co-op college, and Lakehead University is Canada's #1 research university in undergraduate category for the 5th consecutive year. We also offer $11 million in scholarships, bursaries, and awards to applicants and current students. You can also get the best of both worlds with access to the Georgian awards and bursaries as well. Our programs have 100% under 50 students per the programs. Our class sizes are small, which allows for one-on-one support from faculty, and you also get to know your classmates and you get support from them as well. 2 other important facts that we have are about our employment rates. 89.7% of Georgian College graduates find work within 6 months, and 96.7% of Lakehead University graduates find work within 2 years. So these are 2 very important, two important facts that we are very proud of. And this goes on to beyond the classroom. So not only will you be learning in a class with lectures, but our programs also offer the opportunity to go outside the classroom with co-op, labs, field school, and research. Students are also able to work with our international department to study abroad if they wish. So getting to know our location and where we are. So Barrie campus is 1 hour away from Toronto, and there is a half an hour drive between our Barrie and Aurelia campus. We like to share the visual just to see how close we actually are to each other. So both campuses, Lakehead Aurelia and Georgian College Barrie, are just off the highway exits. Now I'm going to do a quick review of our programs, starting with our engineering program. For the first time, you can pursue an engineering degree right here in Central Ontario. You will earn a Bachelor of Engineering Electrical degree from Lakehead University and Electrical Engineering Technology Advanced Diploma from Georgian College. This 4-year bachelor's degree and college diploma program provides you with a solid foundation across all areas of electrical engineering, combining valuable theoretical knowledge with practical engineering and applied technology skills. You can also pursue the co-op option, which you will graduate with 16 months of relevant experience through 4 paid work terms in industry between years 3 and 4. The program is delivered at Georgian College's Barrie campus by experienced faculty in our state-of-the-art labs, classrooms, and lecture halls. For the admission requirements for this program, it is university level grade 12 English, advanced functions with a minimum of 60%, physics and chemistry, and then you will need 2 additional grade 12 U or M credits. And we do recommend that you do have one of them as calculus and vectors. For this program, a minimum final average is 70%. And moving on to our computer science program. In the digital age, computer science has an influence on the way we live, work, and play. You will earn an honors Bachelor of Science computer science degree from Lakehead University and a computer programming diploma from Georgian College. This bachelor's degree and college diploma will focus on the practical and theoretical aspects of computer systems, which are in high demand. You'll gain hands-on experience through 2 paid work terms during the summer following first and second year. In years 1 and 2, this program will be delivered at the Barrie campus, and years 3 and 4 at Lakehead-Georgian campus. The admission requirements for this particular program is a grade 12 U English, grade 12 U advanced functions, 1 credit from either grade 12 U calculus, a grade 12 U math data management, or a grade 12 M computer and info science, plus 3 additional grade 12 U or M credits. This program has a minimum final average of 70%. Okay, so moving on to our environmental sustainability program. So you will dive in and get your hands dirty in field work and labs where you learn the practical skills behind the physical sciences. You will earn an honors Bachelor of Arts and Science, Environmental Sustainability, Specialization in Ecosystem Management from Lakehead University, and an Environmental Technician Diploma from Georgian College. You will get out in the field and learn how research works under real conditions. Learn how the pieces of the environment puzzle fit together. Delivered at the Georgian College's Barrie campus for years 1 and 2 and Lakehead-Georgian campus for years 3 and 4. The admission requirements for this program is the grade 12 U English, and then 1 grade 12 math. It can be advanced functions, calculus, and vectors, or a data management. A minimum final average for this program is a 75%. And moving on to our last program here, is our Applied Life Science program. So prepare for a career in biotechnology, forensic diagnosis laboratories, and the health sector. Get a head start on your career in medicine, dentistry, or pharmacy, amongst other areas. You will earn an honors Bachelor of Science degree in Applied Life Sciences from Lakehead University and a Biotechnology-Health diploma from Georgian College. This program blends theories and practices from anthropology, biology, chemistry, and physics. It trains you in invaluable laboratory and data analysis skills to prepare you for a career in the biomedical field. This program is delivered at the Georgian Barrie campus in years 1 and 2 and Lakehead's Aurelia campus in years 3 and 4. The admission requirements for this program is a grade 12 U English, grade 12 U advanced functions, grade 12 U bio, grade 12 U chemistry, and the final minimum average is a 75%. Okay, so you're probably wondering now how you apply to our Lakehead-Georgian programs. All of the applications go through the Ontario University Application Centre, or otherwise known as UAC. If you are applying directly from high school, you will use the 101 application form. All other applicants use the 105 application form. And as Emma mentioned at the beginning, we are offering to cover the base application fee. So that will be $150 for high school students and $156 for everybody else. And just a reminder how you will get this voucher: email info@Lakehead-Georgian.ca today and tell us that you attended the Georgians open house, and someone from our team will assist you with the process and provide you with the voucher. I do want to note, if you are a high school student, you will have to make sure you have your PIN from your guidance counselor in order to start your application. This PIN links your marks and your high school, from your high school to our admissions team. So in investing in your future, we know this is an important step, and it's a big investment, and we're here to help. So Lakehead offers Lakehead is one of the most affordable universities in the province. Last year, they gave out $11 million in scholarships, awards, and bursaries, top 3 in Ontario. So one of the scholarships I want to go over today was our entrance scholarships. So it's a great way to get funding. These ones are automatically assessed when you apply to the program, so there is no application required. This is available to Canadian students coming directly from high school. So admissions will take your top 6 U or M marks to get your average. Based on your average, you will be provided with a scholarship. Example is, if you have a 92%, you will get $10,000 scholarship, which means you will get $2,500 each year that you're in school with us. If you don't meet the scholarship average requirements, don't worry, there's another great option, our bursaries. Bursaries are based on financial need, distance, and other non-academic factors. You can also apply for scholarships, awards, and bursaries as a current student each year. And now that's the end of my presentation, so I'm going to open it up for questions, and also if any of the faculty have any additional information they would like to share with the audience, feel free.
Thanks, Courtney. That was awesome. That was a really great overview of the Lakehead-Georgian degree diploma programs. Before you jump into the questions that have come through, echoing Courtney's sentiments, if there's any details from the faculty that you'd like to chime in and add at this point, please feel free to do so. If you're good, we'll just get right to the questions. I think silence tells me that I'm good to ask questions. Awesome. Okay, so I think the first 2 questions here are probably best for Courtney to answer. So my first question is, are the first 2 years all Georgian courses and the last 2 years all Lakehead courses? Can you expand on that?
Yes, I can. So it depends on the programs. They're all structured differently. But for the first 2 years, typically you are taking a mixture of Lakehead and Georgian courses. And the Lakehead faculty come to the Georgian campus. So it does vary. For example, our computer science program is more Georgian in the first 2 years, with the math components, I believe there's 2 or 3 that are Lakehead. And then if you were in the environmental program, it's slightly different, where the first year is more the Lakehead courses and then second year is more Georgian. So it does depend which program you're looking at.
That's awesome. Thanks for that, Courtney. I've got another one here for you. This person is saying, if after 2 years I want to stop, can I get the diploma?
Good question. So this is a common question, and the answer is you cannot just stop after 2 years and say you just want the diploma. If you're coming into our program, you are kind of dedicating yourself to do all 4 years. So you will get the degree and diploma at the end of your 4th year. So yeah, that's a good question though.
Perfect. And my next question here comes from the audience, and I think this is a good one for Ross to answer. Ross, the person is asking, so I want to apply for the Honors Bachelor of Science in Computer Science degree with Computer Programming Diploma, but I don't have all the creds at the university level to apply. Can I apply now and get the requirements throughout the summer?
Actually, I think that'd be a Courtney question.
Ooh, all right. That's a Courtney question.
Send that back to her.
All right, we're sending it back to you, Court.
Yeah, it's all good. So yeah, if you don't have all the requirements right now, you can get them in the summertime. So what you'll do is you can still apply, and then you will give documentary to Lakehead Admissions to say that you are currently in this program and you plan to have the grades by X date, and they may give you a conditional offer.
That's great. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Now this, I think, is a Ross and or Samantha question. Someone's asking, what is the structure for co-op?
Okay, I can answer from the computer science program, then I'll let Samantha answer for environmental. So for the computer science program, the co-op is structured to take place during your first 2 summer semesters. So after you study through the fall and winter, you would go into your co-op semester during the first year of summer, and then between second and third year as well. And those are typically 14-week placements where you're working in industry with one of our co-op partners. Okay, Samantha?
I will jump in. So for the Lakehead-Georgian Environmental Sustainability Program, co-op is not part of the program. That being said, many of our local employers who would typically hire summer students make those positions available publicly. So our students in our joint program are able to apply to environmental positions during the summer.
That's fantastic. Thanks, Ross and Samantha. I have a good admissions question here for you, Courtney. This is coming from Nick. So Nick sounds like he says to do, so Nick sounds like he's done the environmental technician diploma and he wants to transfer to the degree program. And he's asking, do you need 6 grade 12 U courses to do so? I don't know if
Samantha might have a little bit more knowledge on that one.
Okay.
I think.
So it sounds like the student has completed a college diploma and is looking to get into the university program.
That's what it sounds like, yes, from the question, yeah.
My best recommendation is that student contact myself directly, and I can make sure that we get in touch with the right people in order to get that question answered, because that is a very specific admission type question.
Awesome. I will respond to Nick in the chat and I'll provide him with your email address, Samantha, so I'll make sure he has that, okay?
Thanks, Emma.
No problem. Okay, so this might be a Courtney or a Samantha question from Shanti. Shanti is wondering, do you need to have 6 U or M grade 12 credits for the environmental bachelor's 2+2?
I can answer. So they will have to have the English and then 1 math, and then they do have to have 4 additional, and it can be a university or an M course. So as long as it's those ones, and the minimum is a 75% average is what they would need. I'm assuming that's coming from high school student.
Okay, it sounds like it. Okay, perfect. Thanks for that, Courtney. We've got another question here. Oh, I love this question. Alex asks, does FIRST Robotics help with applying? I love that Alex goes to FIRST Robotics. That makes me very happy.
Okay, so I can answer that one too, and I guess Ross can jump in if he has anything to say. So it doesn't necessarily help for the actual application. Like, as long as you have our admission requirements in terms of the courses, you are good. But if you have FIRST robotics background and you're looking to go into engineering or computer, you might have a little bit more advanced knowledge when you're actually in the program. Ross, I don't know if there's anything additional you want to add.
Yes, Courtney, I'd agree with you 100%. Certainly, FIRST Robotics may not help with the admission piece, but certainly I've served as judges on a few of those events, and the experience you're getting from them is absolutely amazing. And definitely the programming and the coding that you're doing of the robotics would certainly help you through the program.
That's awesome. Thanks to you both for that. I have a question here from Yalda, and Courtney, it's a bit Lakehead specific, so I'm not sure if you'll be able to answer it. We might have to direct Yalda elsewhere, but I'll ask it anyways. Yalda asks, hi, I'm a first-year student in the Business Administration Advanced Diploma program, so at Georgian, And I wanted to ask if I can apply to Lakehead's Bachelor of Administration after I finish my studies at Georgian. Is that something we'll have to direct Yalda to Lakehead for?
Yeah, I'm not 100% familiar with that program, so I would direct them to Aaron Watson.
Great.
He is Lakehead's college transfer recruiter, so he can definitely help with that.
Okay, do you have the best email address for Aaron?
Yes, I will send that in the chat for you.
Oh, that'd be great. Thank you so much. We'll get that answered for Yalda. Okay, we've got another question here. I'm thinking this is either a Courtney or Samantha question. So this question says, can I apply to the environmental technician program first? And if I like it, then apply to Lakehead for a direct entrance to the third year?
Can I answer that one, Courtney? Let me answer that one. So there is a agreement between Georgian and Lakehead that allows students who have completed the 3-year environmental technology program to do what's called an articulation to Lakehead University into the environmental sustainability program directly at the Aurelia campus after 3 years. So 3 years at Georgian, and then it takes 2 additional years at Lakehead University. You can't necessarily come into the partnership program after 2 years because it really is a 4-year complete block, but we do have other agreements and other avenues with Georgian and Lakehead to get very similar experiences.
That's great. Perfect. Thanks for that explanation, Samantha. Our next question is going to be a Ross or Courtney question. So this student says, I am a student who has completed a college degree and want to apply to the computer programming course, but I have not completed 12U advanced functions. Is there a way I could do that program or an equivalent during or before the programming course begins at Georgian?
Did you want me to take it, Ross? Okay, I'll start and then Ross might have some more to add on. So if you've completed the college degree, college diploma and want to apply, sorry, I'm just trying to read it. Emma, what was it again?
Yeah,
just so
sure.
I have it completely clear.
No problem. So the student says, I am a student who has completed a college degree and I want to apply to the computer programming course. So I imagine the program. But I have not completed 12U advanced functions. Is there a way I could do that program or an equivalent during or before the course starts at Georgian?
Yes, so you can do them online right now. You can get the grade 12 advanced functions. You do it at your own pace, at your own time. The website I can put in a link to for where you can get that. And when you apply to our program, you will just let them know that you are taking this course currently and tell them the expected date that you will have your final marks. And then Lakehead will be aware that they'll have that date for you, and they may provide you with a conditional offer before you enter the program. But you do need to have advanced functions prior to being accepted into our program. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, that sounds like a good answer. Ross, do you have anything to add there? Are you good? No, he's shaking his head. That sounds awesome. Okay, we've got time for one more question, and she's a long one, so let's get to it. I think this is going to be a Courtney-Ross duo. So someone's saying, why should I apply for the Honors Bachelor of Science in Computer Science degree with Computer Programming Diploma? What is the advantage of that compared to the Computer Programming and Analysis Co-op at Georgian? Employment-wise, is there really an advantage? It's a good question. I think Ross should take that one.
That is a great question, and I don't think it's a one-size-fits-all. It really depends on your career goals and which aspects of computing that you're really interested in. Certainly, the combination of the diploma and a degree is a very powerful combination. Some employers do prefer to have a degree for those more senior level type positions and executive roles. So in terms of down the road, that may open up a few more doors for you compared to the 3-year credential. The 3-year credential is actually a computer programming and analyst role, which in industry, that is where you're typically working with developers and the business and interfacing between the two to help design software to meet their needs for a business. So it really depends on what you want to do. In terms of learning, the first 2 years of the program are identical in the computer programming analyst and the Lakehead-Georgian partnership degree. And then in the degree in the second 2 years, you're doing a lot more theoretical concepts, a lot more algorithms, a lot more mathematics, and that type of work. So the 3-year credential at Georgian is very focused on business needs and requirements and designing software solutions for businesses, whereas computer science is a little bit broader, looking at formulas, algorithms, and design.
That's great. That's a really great explanation. Thank you both, Courtney and Ross. Well, our session has come to an end. I'd like to say a huge thank you to Courtney, Ross, and Samantha, and to everyone who joined us today for our session. We really appreciate your time, and we're glad you joined us.